Hi, beautiful people. This is Tatiana Tarot. It's been a hot minute. Literally, I think I start my videos by saying it's been a hot minute, but it truly has been a hot minute. Um, so, I have just finished my workload for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And Spirit was like, you got to do a video. I mean, in lieu of it being the new moon tomorrow and then Uranus going into Taurus, and I'm going to spare you with the details of that because I'm still learning about what that means on an astrological level, on a spiritual level, and an emotional level for myself, let alone what it means for us as a mass collective. Sparing you those details because I really am not an astrologer and I do not know. But I do know that Spirit wanted a video out for tomorrow just to prepare you guys for this change. I do know that this Uranus goes into Taurus tomorrow. It lasts about 7 years. So we're in the transition. We're in the dark moon stages right now where, the moon is about to go into void, into the new moon phase. And the Uranus in Aries, the position it's in now, is getting into Uranus in Taurus tomorrow. So there's a lot of transitional shifts. As a result, I felt that you guys all needed this message. So this video is for y'all Monday, May 20th, all the way, Monday, May 14th, all the way to Sunday, May 20th, and I will be reading the cards on a conscious and subconscious level to guide you, to let you know what things and themes you should be paying attention to this week for your best benefit. I will also be pulling some oracle cards to tidy up the message and give us a collective theme on what it is that we need to bring to our awareness. For those that are new, what up? I'm Tatiana Tarot. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter. You can also find me on Facebook, but I'd rather not because I hardly use it these days. Instagram and Twitter at Tatiana Tarot, Tatianna, Tarot, Tarot, all one word. And you can follow me there for daily insights on daily meditational pulls, on weekly pulls, and when I post the videos, I post them on there, and how to access them. So let's get into the reading, shall we? Again, I'm always like disoriented as to where I should look. You would think that I have this right by now. Let us see. So let me just start with a prayer. And I'm looking for my Florida water. I'm actually looking for my spray bottle because when I go to these sessions and do in-person sessions at a cafe, I just bring the spray bottle with me. People be all up in your business. Vibes ain't right. You gotta bless your deck. Ache in the back of my neck and my deck. So in love and light, Spirit, I ask that you come out for us with the highest good of all involved. Any information we most need to know may it be for our best benefit. And I ask that you bring forth my higher self, spirit guides, ancestors, the Orishas, the Loas, the archangels, ascended masters, any light being entities that can best provide us with guidance, clarity, insight, and knowledge on our personal, spiritual, emotional journeys. Spirit, please protect us in all time, space, and dimensions from seen and unseen entities. And please provide us with wisdom, clarity, guidance, prosperity, abundance, and ache. Thank you for allowing me to be the vessel. Ache. So, Spirit, what's the information for the week of, let's say May 14th, Monday, May 14th, on a conscious level? What is it that we know already? What is it that we know is coming up to the surface on a conscious level? Monday and Tuesday, May 14th, May 15th. What is it that we most need to work with consciously? What's working for us here? 1 second. Still prompting me to shuffle. Bam. 2 cards flew out. Okay. Phenomenal. Okay. 1 second. Before I get into this, I want to pull out my backup deck. My backup deck, I'm just like the Barney bag, the gift that keeps on giving. I had this amazing in-person session today with a woman who is deeply rooted in her Native American ancestry, and she gifted me with so many amazing things that they traditionally do in her culture. So taken aback, so honored, so floored. Bam, I found my Florida water. But, ask and you shall receive. I've been praying for ways to clear myself out off of this energy. Then I'm always giving readings. And she provided me with a gift that really answered that prayer. So thank you to her, Lily. Lily, you amazing soul. Let's get into the reading, shall we? So Monday the 14th, Tuesday the 15th, on a conscious level, things that we already know, things that we may be working on, things that will be brought to our attention. This is the 9 of Pentacles we have here, and the 10 of Pentacles. I bring them both out because they both fell out at the same time. Okay, so when we're dealing with Pentacles, we are dealing with what is tangible on this planet, Earth, material wealth, homes, careers, things of the sort, health. Career is not so much tangible, but what you're working towards, so to speak. 9 of Pentacles is some of us who may have been cultivating a career for ourselves, or may have been working towards a particular outcome, a particular dynamic that we want to bring into fruition. 9 of Pentacles always has this energy of work, of effort, and not like harsh effort, but the sense that I've been trying this for a while. And as a result of me putting in the right time, the right energy, the right positivity, the right essence towards a particular outcome, it's now overflowing. So 9 of Pentacles, she's a very independent character. Now this is not only a gender specific, it could be all genders and non-genders. But for the sake of this card, I'm just saying that it's a she. So the 9 of Pentacles, they have a very alluring, magnetic quality to them. It's important for you to know what your power is. It's important to know what is it that you're magnetizing towards yourself within these 2 days. Or maybe this is going to be brought up to the surface for you to know as a conscious note. Oh, I'm really good at attracting money. I'm really good at attracting sensual attention. I'm really good at attracting creative ideas. I'm really good at attracting that. I'm really good at attracting sorrow. Whatever it is, it's going to be brought into your focus. Really know that your thoughts become things. I know this sounds a little trite, but this whole Pentacle suit really deals with the physical manifestation of things, and how that comes about is through our energy, through our actions, through our emotions, through our reactions, through our thoughts, right? And so are you cultivating the right garden for yourself? What are you surrounded by? And if you don't like that, if you don't like what you're growing, if you don't like the garden that you have for yourself, it's time to switch up the game. 9 of Pentacles can entail prosperity, physical prosperity on the horizon for you. Keep on keeping on. This can be an indication that there's a lot of money on its way for you, and that you will finally get to a point where you can relax, where you can look back at it. I'm looking to the front and the back because I'm covering all my asses. You can look around at it and be very appreciative for all the effort that you put in, and know that it is going to reap the rewards plus more, and that you can pay yourself. Not only pay yourself, but indulge in your work. Take yourself out to eat at a phenomenal place. Buy yourself the nice things. Go take a class. Go travel. Go drink rosé in France. Whatever this 9 of Pentacles is doing, she's about it because she knows she's about it. So there's a sense of luxury here and embellishments, which makes sense for tomorrow being very Taurus-y. That's the world of Taurus. So Taurus is money and luxury and ruled by the planet of Venus. And so there's an emphasis on this. And if there's a void of this in your life, you need to bring it. You need to invoke it. You either need to think about some personal rituals that you're working with, or personal rituals that you can do, or you just need to kind of clear out old clothing, old items of belongings that no longer represent this new stage that you're blossoming into, that no longer represent wealth, that no longer represent the prosperity that you're achieving. and that you're climbing the ladder towards. The other card is the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. Focus on long-term results. Focus on what you are. I'm like looking everywhere, so forgive me. Focus on what you want to bring about in the long term. 5-10 years from now, where do you see yourself? What do you see yourself surrounded by? What family members are there? What are you doing? What are you cooking in the kitchen? What do you own? How do you feel internally? How does your business look? How does your career look? What have you accomplished? Where have you gone and seen in the world? What have you done? What's your lifestyle like? All of these things should be taken into consideration now, because the little things we do now bring about the results that we see in the future. So what little things can you do now, even if that's monetarily, even if this is dealing with your finances, which for many people can be? What can you do now that's going to amass a wealth in the future? And wealth in all sense of the word. Health, spirituality, physical health, mental health, financial abundance in all sense, all aspects of that word. Ten of Pentacles can also represent community and family. And legacy, truly focusing on what it is that you want to be known for in the next 7 years. So by the time that you are so-and-so age, add 7 onto that. Just kind of visualize what you want to bring into fruition. For some, this may be very promising of having a family of your own, buying property, living the life, taking care of your own family, happiness all around, mastering something of the sort, being very much of service, being very, very helpful, being very useful. So that's what's coming up on the conscious level for the 14th and the 15th of May. Okay, now let's see what's coming up subconsciously. 14th and 15th, Monday and Tuesday of May 2018, subconsciously. What's coming up subconsciously? What are we not aware of that we need to work through, or is for our advantage? So this one got stuck in my hand. I'm going to use that and I'm going to read that, right? This is the 9 of Swords. Excuse me, I feel like I'm working through a lot of throat chakra stuff. Phlegm, things being caught in my throat. So there's a clearing that's going on, evidently, right? 9 of Swords represents worry, anxiety, grief, overanalyzation, the need to just tear something apart by thinking that you can think of a solution all the time. I can't stop to give something a rest. I can't stop to give myself a rest because I'm so worried. I'm so frantic. Worrying will not solve any problems. And the fact that it is como se dice, is the main focus in our subconscious. That is to say that any worries that you may have are now coming up to the surface for your awareness, okay? Could be worries about money, can be worries about how you thrive, could be worries about your family or establishing a family. Even though on a conscious level, you know you're okay. Things may be looking good on the outside, or you inherently know things will be okay. There's something in your subconscious that's like you need to let go of. You need to work through. You will vomit out energetically. It is going to come through you. So good to note, okay, for the week that you have a lot to work through. Some rituals that you can do. One of the main ones, write it down on paper. Write down all your subconscious blockages on paper, what you don't need, what you're working through, what you want to release, and burn it. Excuse me, guys. Trying to make plans with my family to come visit. And burn it. Yes, it works. For now, the whole month of August. If I knew how to edit these goddamn videos, you would not be seeing me be unnecessary right now, but that's for another time that I gotta learn. Writing it down on a piece of paper, burning it, releasing it for the new moon, cutting your hair symbolically and reflecting upon that which you're cutting away from yourself, doing meditations, doing energetic cord meditations, cutting them energetic cords. You want to find one? Go through YouTube, put energetic cord meditation on YouTube. Doing EFT, emotional freedom tapping technique, to release the block emotions from your meridian lines, from these acupressure lines in your body that trap your emotions in, and therefore it causes stress, it causes physical manifestations to occur in the body and around you. You can YouTube that as well. I'm thinking of providing you guys with some of my own videos in due time, so hang tight. Thanksgiving. Sorry. Okay. So yes, that is what we're working with for Monday and Tuesday, 14th and the 15th. 16th and the 17th, Wednesday and Thursday of this week, Wednesday and Thursday on a conscious level, Wednesday and Thursday. Why did I pull out 2? I'm trying to make this a quick video, but evidently Spirit has things to say. So, we are receiving the 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords and, excuse me, the 4 of Cups. 10 of Swords, what are you releasing? What do you have to let go of? What have you tried to knock down the walls of, tear it down, and is not working mentally? This is a breakdown or a breakthrough, depending on how you see it. 4 of, let me go with that then. 4 of Cups can symbolize a sense of disassociation, not being present, not being aware of how you're using your energy, not being aware when you conjure things into your world and it's in front of your face and you're completely oblivious to it. An alternative interpretation of the 4 of Cups can be that you need to move out of your own way in some way and you're not doing it. Or you need to move out of your comfort zone and you're just taking your sweet time and you're asking for a sign, you're asking for a sign, you're asking for a sign. You already know what you need to do and you're not doing it. So going back to the 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords can also represent a big revelation regarding karma. Regarding, oh, there's a habitual pattern that I've perpetuated this whole time, or my family has perpetuated this whole time, and now it's come to the surface, and now, whoa, things have been released regarding, any aspect of your life. Big change here. So I see this in unison as the 10 of wands, I said 10 of wands, so it's a big load that you're unloading here. 10 of Swords with the 4 of Cups, I see this as the need to push aside your mental ego brain and allow Spirit to come through with the answer, with the solution, whether that be through a person, a book, a song, a situation. Sure, the 4 of Cups can definitely be indicating that you need some sacred time, you need some private time to yourself in order to see and hear and know the answer. But don't take advantage of that. Don't use that in terms of procrastination. Don't negate the wisdom that you're already receiving in any way. So let us see what we're getting subconsciously for the 16th and 17th of May. It's like 92 degrees out here in New Orleans. Okay, so we're getting the Ace of Cups. which symbolizes a lot of emotional breakthrough. It symbolizes a lot of emotions coming up to the surface, vulnerability. It may be phenomenal for you at this time to conjure all of these emotions and add all of your experiences into art. Write a poem, dance, sing, create something physical with your hands. Um, Again, create your own ritual if that is the case. Lots of love being extended to you. So whatever is going on here is in a very loving manner. Um, it's not going to be harsh. Take things gracefully. Know that as a result of these things washing away from your life, you're going to have so much more abundance. You're going to have so much more room for the things that you really do want to bring into fruition. Ace of Cups leaves you an artistic genius. It leaves you really floating on cloud nine and feeling um, amazing subconsciously. So just this is important in the middle of the week to know that you need to trust the process more than ever before. Okay? So for the weekend, what are we channeling for the weekend consciously? Hoy. All these cards are flying out without apology. What are we channeling for the 18th, the 19th, and the 20th? Subconsciously. Yeah, subconsciously. Because I already pulled out a conscious card. Woo. Excuse me, let me just bring this back in. The Five of Wands is coming up as the conscious card. The Five of Wands will bring awareness to those aspects of yourself, the various aspects of yourself that are competing for attention. I want to do this. I need to go here. I want to do that. I have to call this person. I want to do X, Y, and Z, and you're all over the place. There's 5 men that are competing with each other to get the top spot, but there is no sense of organization. There's no sense of strategy. You're a hot mess. You got to get yourself together in order to even be effective here. Consciously, this weekend may be a big smack in the face in terms of you feeling all over the place, or in another way, this can mean competition. This can mean jealousy. This can mean petty energy behind the scenes that you need to get rid of, or just be mindful, or clear out, or leave. And if not, it can mean that you are storing a lot of pent-up energy. These wands represent fire. It represents acceleration. It represents ambition. It represents passion. It represents the action to do, the verb to do. So there's something here to do. And if you're not doing it in a strategic way, you're going to feel burnt out. You're going to feel not motivated. You're going to feel unpurposeful. You're going to feel resentful over the things that you're doing. So you need to take a step back and say, okay, what am I doing effectively? What am I doing ineffectively? What am I prioritizing? What's important right now? What's not important right now? You have to be your own leader, and you need to be accountable. You need to be responsible, and you need to be disciplined. Discipline is the biggest word here with the Five of Wands. Be disciplined so that you show these other characteristics that you have. Who's boss? Who comes first? Who comes second? Who comes third, fourth, fifth, and so forth. Now, subconsciously, we're getting the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords can be incoming messages of spirit telling you to get your ass together. Knight of Swords can be like, pay attention. There's a lot of things here that are being thrown at you, but they would not be thrown at you if you could not handle them. And you need to be, doing what you know you need to do. But more importantly, you need to heed to these messages that are coming through immediately for you, maybe by you, or from somebody else. You usually tend to credit other people that give you messages rather than your own. So whatever it is, focus on that. Knight of Swords is a sense of urgency. Do it now. This may also mean that there's information on your way. Okay? Subconsciously, I would say that don't initiate anything Um, hold on. Before I say that, don't initiate anything without getting your facts straight. Make sure you're grounded. Make sure you're rooted. Make sure you've done your research. Knight of Swords has this impulsive energy that they just want to say things. They just want to do things. They just want to jump into situations without thinking of the repercussions. Got to think of the repercussions. Otherwise, consciously, you could be dealing with a situation that's like the Five of Wands. It's a hot mess. You don't want to deal with that. You want to prevent that at all costs. So just bear that in mind. The things are throwing at you left and right. Excuse me, speeding through this. But my baby is asleep, the earliest she's ever fallen asleep recently. And I feel like she's going to wake up. And so I don't want to edit that video if she does wake up and I go find her. So I'm just trying to mosey my ass up real quick here. It's important for you to write down any questions that you may have. Rewatch the video, take notes, see how your life applies weekly to this on a day-by-day basis, weekly overall. Let's tap into this oracle card, the Moon deck by Arona Ganisan. The Moon deck. Okay, I never used this deck. This deck was gifted to me by a very kindred spirit. It was one of my clients. Amazing, amazing woman. But this deck just sits pretty in front of my desk. All my crystals stay on top of this deck. And I guess I only pretty much use it for these public readings. Spirit, what do you have to tell us? What's the message for this week? Wow, very powerful. So this card is prayer. I surrender to the power of prayer and devotion. There are times when prayer and devotion drops us to our knees with a heartfelt plea for support and direction. Other times it's a calm daily reprieve where we fill our cup with gratitude and open up to the holy flow. Your path and your relationship to the divine is unique to you and always evolving. The sincerity you bring to your spiritual practice, just like any relationship, is when it really blooms. Prayer yokes us to our truth, to the collective experience, and to a loving vibration that moves through all things. When the mental looping of fear-based stories surface, it is often a sign that you've disconnected from your power, your greater service, or connection to spirit. Tap into the powerful practice of prayer and feel the loving force of devotion. Ritual. Morning prayers. Bring the power of prayer and devotion into your mornings. Make it daily. It only takes a few minutes. If need be, set an alarm with a prayer reminder and begin your day with prayer. Upon waking and before you get out of bed, place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly and take several deep breaths. Set the tone for your day as you quietly recite a simple prayer of presence and gratitude, attuning you to your greater purpose and to the bigger picture. Weave your own interpretation into this morning prayer and make it personal to you. Here's some inspiration. Guide me to step into my best self today and be present to the joy and beauty in my life. May I live, think, speak, and act in a way that uplifts and inspires all who cross my path and beyond. Thank you, Ache. And then start your day. So that was a beautiful pull from the Moon deck. Okay, you guys can Amazon it, Google it, to see where they sell the deck near you if you are interested. And I will be pulling out a card from Marcella Kroll's Sacred Symbols for Divination and Meditation. Marcella Kroll, you can find her on Instagram. And we will see what message Spirit has for us here. Spirit, what's the message of the week? Wowie kapowie. So we're really being ushered into this time where anything is possible. Anything is possible, right? But it can look a little crazy. That reality can look a little crazy until we're forming what it is that we want to experience. So the card that we are receiving is Void. Step into the unknown. All may not be revealed at this time. Trust in unseen forces. Meditate on this to let go of all attachments or possibilities, to free yourself from your dharma and increase your trust in your guides and your universe. The symbol is inspired by the nothing in the never-ending story. Ache. Well, my loves, I am hopeful that this message will reach your hearts in a profound way, that it is the catalyst for positive transformation and development. And I will catch you hopefully next week. I will catch you when Spirit pulls me to make another one of these videos. If you're interested in booking a session with me, you can visit my site, myurbanillumination.com, and click on the Work With Me tab. There will be a book schedule appointments, I think, button on my site where you can see my schedule and you can book yourself. If you're coming to New Orleans and you want to book an in-person session, please send me an email at urbanillumination@gmail.com, and I will answer you regarding your availability, regarding my availability. I'll let you know if I'm available during the times that you have free for your in-person session. So you can also book that on that website. Thank you so much for connecting with me. I wish you guys all the best, the best, the best. H y bendiciones. Ciao.